TV 18 Citizens Monetary Policy Committee is expecting a status quo, but only by a whisker. 2 members expect a rate cut, while 3 expect the governor to hold. Here's an excerpt from the deliberations of the committee on what the RBI could do this afternoon.
Over the next 4 months, you're going to have liquidity pressures coming in. We've talked about the FCNR, but the elephant in the room actually is we're going to have possibly the highest amount of procurement, grain procurement, come November, December. And that's going to soak out an enormous amount of liquidity from the system. And we need to prepare for that. I don't think we are ready for it as yet. So at this point in time, a rate cut is probably not going to show up in terms of transmission. And you would probably be better off waiting for the rate cut at a later point in time and do it gradually over the next year.
What is the sense of near-term space for rate cuts and over the 12-month period?
Well, like I said, our assessment of underlying inflation is around 5, and I think policymakers should be focused on the medium-term inflation outlook vis-a-vis their targets rather than base effect-driven reversals. Our assessment is that there is about a 25 basis point room. In terms of the timing, currently our view is December is more likely than October.
Shamin, very quickly on the rate space, but more importantly, where will yields go in the near term and the longer term?
So we are looking for a 25 basis point rate cut in October and possibly even in December as well. So about 50 basis point of rate cut possibilities there, and we think it can be front-loaded because the kind of inflation risks that we were worried about earlier, the known risks, the known risks have come down very drastically, so we have some visibility over the path of inflation, and that should give us some scope for rate cuts. I think about 25 basis point of rate cut is already there in the price in the bond markets.
Shaumya, you get just 20 seconds. How much space for rate cuts from now over the next 12 months?
I think as of now, we are factoring in another 50 basis point accommodative stance from the RBI, and most possible it will be front-loaded because even though the FCNRB elephant is there in the room, there is another big elephant which could happen in December. That's the Fed rate hike. And remember that the RBI December policy is the 6th of December. So that just comes 1 week before the Fed window. So I don't know whether the RBI will be doing a rate cut at that point of time. So 50 basis point rate cut as of now.